Okay, we're good to go. No. Sharp? Ah. That was a bad idea. I brought gloves too. Oh my god. I brought gloves too. Well, remember, kids, safety first. Hi. I am Luke Powell, and give me a second. Hi. I am Luke Powell, and today we're gonna be talking about this book right here. Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. It's a good book, not gonna lie. I like it a lot, actually. It's one of the better books I've read in a while, so I'm kind of glad you made me read it. At the same time, kind of hate you for it, because I don't like reading. So let's get into the meat of this situation. Lydia is dead. That's literally how the book starts. First chapter, first words, Lydia is dead. You already know what the conflict of this book is going to be. This book follows four main characters. The dad, James, the mom, Marilyn, the eldest brother, Nathan, and the youngest sister, Hannah. All of them deal with different things throughout the story. Now, to be honest, I hated this book when it started. I thought it was really boring. But after I read it fully and kind of went back and, looked through the pages and stuff, I actually saw some really great stuff in that thing. Like, the structure of the book, the themes all around it is a really good book, honestly. If you ask me, I'd say this book's structure is as perfect as it could be. All the information is spread out in the book. You never know who's lying, who's telling the truth, and what this all means for the people experiencing it all. Every chapter, the perspective and the setting changes. Literally every chapter. Sometimes even in between chapters. And whenever that happens, you know that a new piece of information is going to come to light about the past and about the family. This leads to an effect where the story cannot be predicted at all. Trust me, I tried. And boy was I wrong! This unpredictability is entirely due to how information is presented in this book and how its structure and format leads to the reader's mind trying to perceive events that happen in different ways than maybe they come together at the end. This suspense ropes you in, and really, by the start of the book, by the first few chapters, even though I wasn't feeling it entirely, I wanted to know what is going to happen with this family. This completely dysfunctional family. For example, in chapter 2, Marilyn, Lydia's mother, is completely enamored with James. And it's all about how they fell in love. A college student and her professor come together, two outcasts, and fall in love. The next chapter, it's revealed that James was cheating. It completely ruins the last chapter. All the emotion in that chapter is corrupted immediately because of just a tidbit of information, a little sprinkle that Celeste gave us just to keep us hooked. That's what the structure of this book does. It keeps you hooked. It keeps you going. It keeps you wanting more. What's going to happen next? What is Lydia hiding? What caused all this? And that's what the structure of this book does. It makes you want to know what is happening with this dysfunctional family. Okay. Now the themes. There are some very heavy themes in this book. Themes of shaming and prejudice and all of the hatred that people have for people of different races or different that just look different cosmetically, and how that has a very negative impact on the people in this story and the people in real life. Celeste is clearly trying to communicate that prejudice is a major theme in this book, whether that be through Lydia's story or James's story. James was a social outcast in his younger years. He was picked on at school, and even him himself says later in the book that he never really felt like he belonged, even though he was born in America. And Lydia's story mirrors this. Even though it's in the future, it isn't as bad for her. She still has little to no friends, and that she routinely fakes phone calls to make her dad happy, who wants her to have a better life. All of these things were caused by the prejudices that are found in this world. People treating others based on their skin color and other cosmetic things lead to these negative effects on people. In conclusion, Everything I Never Told You is a good-ass book. It combines a great structure with even greater themes of prejudice and loss to make a very, very compelling story that shows the trials and tribulations a family goes through when they lose a family member. I can relate to this. My great-grandpa died just last year. So when I was reading this book, I really felt the emotions that Celestine wanted the reader to feel. And I felt that. I've felt that before, so I understood. But I hope you found it a little bit entertaining at least. I worked hard on it, I think. Yeah. This has been one take. It hasn't been one take. That was a lie. This last part is one take. And, Miss McMurray, please be gentle. And if I did bad, at least the chicken tastes good.